Joining us now is Anna Cabral-Gardner, co-chair and CEO of Sigma Lithium, and we have Chris Gale, managing director at Latin Resources. Good to see you both.
Hi, how are you, Mark?
Yeah, it's great to be here.
So, very exciting event here. We're at the NASDAQ building. We're celebrating the Lithium Valley in Minas Gerais. You spoke about being very proud, not just about the accomplishments of your company, but the region itself, what's happening there, and the fact that various levels of government are really getting along and pushing things forward. So could you elaborate on that a little?
Yeah, it's this collaboration. It's exactly the same thing that brings us together. I mean, he's from Western Australia. I just came back from Western Australia, and I'm Brazilian. Is the fact that the lithium is needed for the world to power the energy transition, and the world's going to need a lot of lithium. It's going to need touch for Sigmas, and therefore is the spirit of collaboration that we see here also with the President Lula's federal government and Governor Zema's state government working together in an unprecedented fashion, working towards a 5-year planning, which again in Brazil is unprecedented. For me as a citizen, it gives me such pride because ultimately we're borrowing from the best, from the province of Western Australia, which has always worked that way when it comes to mining industry. So in order to develop these long-term, long-dated investment projects, you ought to collaborate and you ought to have long-term planning. And this is a first. And it's fantastic to be part of that, right?
Yeah.
Chris, would you agree with the fact that Western Australia has really helped Brazil? It's a great relationship. And how would you describe the business-friendly, mining-friendly nature of being in Brazil?
Sure. Well, firstly, Anna and Sigma have inspired Latin Resources. In 2019, someone sent me Sigma's deck. I had a look at it, sent our guys out of Argentina into Brazil and started exploring through that region. To watch Sigma grow, start building their plant in February last year, complete that February this year, commission it in 3 months, and shipping this month is incredible. There's no other mine on the planet, certainly a lithium mine, that's done it that quick. Latin Resources want to emulate. A lot of research reports out there are calling it Sigma 2.0, which I love. It's just great.
And you're okay with that?
Yeah, absolutely. It's an honor. It's an honor, yeah.
And it is an honor for us because Sigma and Anna have inspired us to get this into production. We're very, very absolutely focused getting this project in production because at the end of the day, yes, I am from Western Australia as well, but I want to make Brazil great in the lithium space. I watched our guys in a little over 5 years become the largest lithium producer in the world. Cam Brinston at Pilbara, Greenbush is, mineral resources. We're a great state. We know how to mine, but the people of Minas Gerais, the governor here today is amazing. It just gives you more inspiration to get this thing done for Latin Resources.
And I know that the Sigma is now producing commercially. You've shipped to port in Vitoria, and I know you're far from done. You're going to keep growing, but it's taken 10 years. What are your thoughts as you consider where you've come in this journey to this point now?
Well, it's now easier to accelerate because now it's all about following what happens in Western Australia. It's about building the line trains, right? The bulk of the work, which is the risk phase, is well behind us. So once we decided to build these industrial facilities, these green tech plants, it's a matter of how many of those are we going to find demand for. And what we're learning is that we're not only finding demand for the main business, for the main lithium concentrate, the high purity battery grade, partly because it is incredibly sustainable, it's green lithium as we call it, but also we're finding demand for our tailings. So we're selling product, which is what we call the ultra high grade, and we're selling low grade, which are tailings. So we're actually zero tailings. So we found demand for two businesses. So instead of doing 270,000 tons, we're doing 570,000 tons, which just shows that once you build it right, it's a matter of finding your market. And in this case, because of environmental sustainability, the market is infinite. Literally, this lithium is going to go ahead of the next product, given that this attribute is not priced. It's free green lithium without the green premium because there isn't a green premium. So it's just a matter of keep on building line trains. So the next one, it's a triple. As opposed to doubling, we're actually going straight to triple. And then we'll pause at about 100,000 tons LCE. And again, take a gauge of the market, take the pulse of demand growth and electric vehicles growth, and we'll probably put a 4-line train to be active in 2025. So again, it's fantastic to watch this as an investor, as a citizen, as a business leader. It's really unprecedented what's happening there. Brazil is proud of what we're doing when it comes to natural resources, but in great part this pride comes from the fact that it's being done right. It's being done in an environmentally and socially sustainable way. So it's an immaculate operation, and Latin and others who follow on those sustainability footsteps. So there's a lot to be proud of there.
Yeah, 100%.
And just lastly, you want to follow in Sigma's path. You're walking their path and using their consultants as well. So just a quick timeline to when you reach where they are.
Yeah, sure. Like at the moment, we've got 8 rigs on site. We've got 160 people there. 60 of those people come from the local town of Salinas. As Anna's done, and that's what we're doing now, is employing local people, getting people on site, training them to be geologists, training them to be field assistants. We've got 65,000 metres to drill. We've drilled through 35,000 now. We'll have a resource upgrade out in June. Sigma grew from 21 to 47 to 80. I know everything about Sigma. 21 to 47 to 85, now around 100 million tonnes. If Latin can emulate that, we think we're going to have a significant resource out in June. We'll back that up at the end of the year with a further upgrade. We'll have our PEA completed in third quarter of this year, DFS first half of next year. We're working with Algier, who met with the Governor today, and the environmental side, same people that worked on Sigma. We want that finished in June next year. We want our development approval approved by the end of next year. We had some great meetings today with the environmental and the Governor, and we want to start construction in 25, in production 26. 18 months, the same pathway as Sigma. Collectively, Sigma and Latin in 26 will be both producing enormous amounts of spodumene concentrate. We'll go under my estimation, we'll go number 3 in the world of lithium production in a little over 5 years. Great result.
Fantastic stuff. Congratulations to you both. Thank you for your time, and we'll be following.
Thanks for hosting us. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Anna Cabral-Gardner from Sigma Lithium and Chris Gale, Latin Resources.